Right, so here's an aim trainer video. Uh, why aim trainer is good? Because they can train your aim. Why do you need to train your aim? Because you want to get good. That's it. The reason aim trainers are so good because it isolates your aim and you can focus only on the aim and you can focus on the aim for a long period of time. And of course, and it's very customizable. It's not like demanding like a multiplayer game. Like if you're in the middle of a match, you can't just pause it. You can't just leave. You can't do any. Well, you can, but what I'm saying is, yeah, it's not as flexible. Anyway, let's get to the better shit. Alright, so aim trainer. The reason I highly suggest buying any aim trainer will do. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna talk about this aim trainer in a couple minutes, but basically the reason why an aim trainer is so good is because it can isolate. You want that to correlate over, whilst you're practicing this, you want to be calmer in more intense situation and whatever, but that's, certain things like that you can only really get from playing the game. But yeah, this is just to solely isolate your aiming. I play wrist. I'm gonna try and force myself to play arm because it is better. Um, Not me to give advice, but yeah, it's better. And yeah, just look at it statistically, and all the pros do it basically. So just copy all the pros. Yeah, but this is the aim trainer I use. I've actually recently gone back to it. Um, these are the exercises I tend to do, and the reason I go like this from side to side is because I am wrist and I need as much motion as I can get because my wrist is planted and I don't have a lot of movement basically. So I'm trying to get to cover as much and as quickly as I can. Basically 180 and then I have to flick for the other 180. So that's how I play my wrist. That's how I've gotten used to the range of motion in my wrist. Um, basically, the reason wrist aim is nowhere near as accurate as arm aim is purely because of the high sensitivity. Nothing close like this, it's hard to aim. Where if you've got a low sensitivity, it gets slightly easier. Not only the read time for your mouse, that's a whole different area, but yeah, let's get back to the aim trainer. The exercises I tend to do, and if you're a wrist aim, highly suggest this because I'm sure you're all aware of, all of you wrist aimers out there, you're all aware of stretching to the sides like that. Gets really uncomfortable. Let me do it from the middle, from the sides. So this is how much I can stretch to the left. This is how much I can stretch to the right. Maybe slightly further, but then it's like my aim's trash. But this is comfortable and where my aim is still good. Um, you all know how, and I'm sure you've all gotten into the situation where you've gone here, you can't stretch no further, and then the guy is running, and he's really low, and that last bit of tracking is gonna kill him. Instead of having to lift your arm up and then go again, which takes significantly longer to just continue. That's it's the difference between a kill and a death, and that's why I suggest stretching and trying to make full motion. Of course, don't advise people to play wrist aim. It's actually, some people say it's bad for your health. So that sounds really extreme, but it is. It can fatigue your arm. Wrist aim is the more fatiguing out of everything, out of all sorts of aiming on PC. And yeah, I guess you can really injure your wrist from, if you're really like trying to, like, I don't know, make your wrist go all the way around in a circle. But it can, over time, if you're non-stop playing it, it can be detrimental on your wrist. But yeah, basically, this is the first example. This is what I like to do. I don't want to give you too many examples. Make up your own. Don't steal my ideas. I'm joking. Yeah, I like to just full range of motion, and the slower the better. You want to actually be really slow with it. Over time, you'll get faster, and over time, not only you'll get faster subconsciously, which is the good thing, but you'll actually get faster because you're impatient, which is the bad thing. Becoming faster because you're impatient, you want to, oh, the faster I do it, the better I get. Oh, it's actually not true, because your muscles need time to learn the pattern, and the slower you move your muscles, the more the muscles engage, and the easier it is for them to actually learn the pattern. So what it's going to be is going to go from this one over to the far right of my screen. Go very slowly, and then bang. See, I've over aimed, so I know next time I can go a bit slower, and I'll get it on. See, and I've corrected myself now. So out of instinct, I'm slowly gonna do that, and it's gonna get better. Now I'm aware if I over aim at that point, and the more I do it, the more my arm's gonna be aware that I over aim. I always wonder, everyone who does these aim trainer videos, I wonder if like they put practice in before they do it just to make themselves look good. I don't, but I'm trash anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, this is just the first example. I hope the video is not too boring, but I'll skip on to the next bit. Alright, so now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing this invincible thing. This is what it's called. It's actually tracking. It's actually one of my more favorite ones. Just before I go into it, let me just talk about these settings. There's easy, medium, hard. I always worked along them and then found one which is more realistic. Hard is pretty crazy, like no character's gonna move that much, so I want to keep it fairly realistic. You can also change the custom, so can go into the custom settings. I've not actually customized this one before, but it still is pretty basic. Target size 4, you'll see in a second what it looks like, and you can adjust it to that. Of course, this is target time and how long you're going to be tracking the timing for. I'd actually put it lower. I don't think you're going to be tracking something for 60 minutes, because if you are, you're terrible at the game, realistically speaking. But you're going to be tracking something for, I don't know, like what the kill times, not even 3 seconds, probably 2 seconds. Yeah, let's just say 3 seconds. Of course, you don't want the whole game to last 3 seconds. You're having to restart every 3 seconds. But don't stress yourself out with this. You're not going to be tracking someone for 60 seconds. If you get tired, then you're doing good. Target size you can adjust again. Movement speed. The movement speed on medium is fairly medium. It's fairly medium. I'll show you the comparisons. But yeah, this one I believe is slightly more realistic in terms of translating to, and I'm talking in terms of first person shooters, not RPGs, because RPGs, yeah. This one you don't actually have to think, you can just do it. This one doesn't matter how to do it, there's not really any technique, just do it loads and do as much as you can. Just keep doing it, do an hour a day, every day, and you'll get better, and you will get better, and you'll be looking at the people who used to kill you and used to rage at, and everyone's gonna be raging at you, and you're gonna forget how bad you were when everyone killed you, and then you're gonna have crazy ego, and you're gonna think you're the best player in the world. And yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. But basically, what I'm trying to get at is practice your aim daily, because your muscles are gonna remember it, and then over time, just like everything, just like sports, just like everything, your aim will get better.